Hello. I apologize, I have been missing. The world has kind of just turned upside down in my world. And anyway, I think July is a good month to get back into things, and I thought I'd start with a flip through of what's been going on in my Hobonichi. Kind of the things that have changed in the world on my side and how I've been coping, I guess is a good word, coping. But yeah, so this is my Hobonichi, and it's an avec, so I get a new book. Today is Saturday, June 27th, so I get a new book in 4 days, which is kind of fun. But I thought I would kind of give you an idea of what has been going on in my world. I'll start with the monthly calendars. So I think I did my last plan with you guys in March. And I just feel bad that I haven't been on here as much, but you know, when you're home and your kids are home and everything is going crazy, you kind of need to drop something, and I chose to drop filming, and I really want to get back into it. So just to kind of recap, in March, the state of Utah chose to start letting their kids do school at home on Friday, March 13th, Friday the 13th, and homeschooling started on the 16th. Not homeschooling, digital learning, I guess is what everybody's calling it. In the Salt Lake area, we had a 5.2 earthquake on the 18th, and there were aftershocks consistently for 3 weeks after that. My best friend's kids were going to sleep over on this day, and they decided not to, and churches in the state of Utah kind of shut down these 2 weekends, so we haven't been going to church. And then in April, I read somewhere that if you write down 3 things that you're grateful for every day, in a full year's time, you will have listed 1,000 things that you're grateful for. Now, there are a lot of things that I am so grateful for on a regular basis that I tend to repeat myself on occasion, but I did try to not repeat myself for the month of April. Here I was supposed to go get my hair done, and on the 19th on the 17th, they decided to shut down salons. So like 1 week later, I was supposed to go get my hair done, and it didn't happen. And so I had major regrowth because I only go get my hair done 3 times a year. So I only go every 4 months. And yeah, I look like a striped skunk. I'm a redhead, and I have blonde and black in my hair. So yeah, it looked very interesting. This day I started my new schedule at work. I work from home normally. I work for an airline, and I am a agent that answers phone calls from regular people. So on this day I started a new schedule, which currently I absolutely love. And then this is the month of May, and starting on this day we started doing schedule reduction. So we had to cut some of our hours with work, and I will continue with that in a little bit later. But this is my May. And then June, I'm still working on. I accidentally put stuff here, even though today is here. But, so then starting in this week, they asked us to start working some extra hours and put back in our schedule what we had taken out, because the airline industry is starting to increase travel. And, but yeah, so here's the month of June. We went camping with my family last weekend, and my daughter had a sleepover with her grandmother the night before 2 nights before we left. So she slept over Wednesday night to Thursday, and we left Friday morning. So that was pretty fun. And then just to kind of flip through my weekly pages, let's see, we started, here I started tracking coronavirus stats for my county on, I think this was April 13th. Yeah, on April 13th. So I tracked them down here for just my county, not for the state of Utah. I am in Salt Lake County, which is the largest county in the state, the most populated. It's not the largest size-wise, but it is the most populated. So any restrictions that have happened in the state of Utah have included my county. There are a lot of other counties in the state of Utah that do not have a large population. So some of the restrictions that were for Salt Lake County did not happen in the rest of the state. And one of the things that happened in Salt Lake County is there was a stay-at-home order. So my parents live in Davis County, which is literally 15 minutes from my house. They did not have a stay-at-home order. So, but I did. So I could not go visit my parents for over a month. It was so frustrating. And they could not come visit me, which was really hard too. But so I started tracking the stats down here at the bottom. And then my best friend and I started walking almost every day, Monday through Friday. So here's this one. This is the first full week of May. And I love putting these in here. It's just so pretty. The black and white flowers. These are sticker flakes that I got from AliExpress, and I love them. You can see the numbers going up. See, we went on a walk almost every day. And this was the first week in June. Now, after I printed all of my stickers in May, I ran out of sticker paper. And certain circumstances, I have yet to order more, and it is the end of June. So for June and July, I am not, these are leftovers, but I am not doing any stickers for the month of June and July. I'm just doing washi tape and pen. So here is the week before we went camping, and we were able to go back to church on June 14th, which is fantastic, really exciting. Obviously lots of social distancing, everybody's wearing masks and things like that. So here is this week. If you've watched my videos for a while, you will know a year ago on May 17th, I was rear-ended twice by the same car who then took off. It was a hit and run. And so most of 2019, every week I spent an hour at the chiropractor because my back was way out. I had 3 dislocated ribs. My neck was jacked up, all kinds of crazy stuff. Well, on our camping trip last weekend, we forgot our pillows, my husband and I sleep with a body pillow for my hips. And so by the time Sunday came around, I was in so much pain. And I thought, you know what, if I can just get home, get with my pillows and be in my own bed, it will stop hurting, and it did not. So on yesterday, I went and saw the chiropractor, and I feel so much better. And she and I talked for quite a while, and I think I might start going once a month just to kind of make it. I get migraines if my neck is out, so it's really good to go see the chiropractor. And then this is next week. So there's that. And then I thought I would start with my April daily pages. So technically I do 4 things every day that I'm grateful for because I fill this out. And I'm not going to do this in July. I'm going to do the summer bucket list with my Happy Planner stickers. Here's my habit tracker for April. And then my weather tracker and my sleep tracker. And you'll see consistently I get up on average at about 8:30 in the morning, and it is so glorious. I didn't have to take my kids to school. It was so fun. And then my self-care tracker. And you can see the days that, we kind of started walking because I hit over 11,000 steps. But The elementary school by my house did a teacher parade on this day, and I got a new Fitbit, the Fitbit Versa 2 on this day, so we gave my daughter my Fitbit Alta. And then she started doing her piano lessons via Zoom, which was really cool for her teacher. We are taking the summer off because she just struggled really, really hard to focus. My best friend threw a whole bunch of Easter eggs over my fence, and my kids got to do an Easter egg hunt on this day. She's so amazing. And then bike rides, and mine and my daughter's planner. I would write down her schoolwork every morning. She loves checking off boxes, so it made all the difference where she could check her homework off. And then the doldrums started hitting on April 11th. We had been under lockdown for a month at this point, about a month, and I started to go nuts, and I started to get depressed. So it got really hard. It really did. And then we had another 4.2 earthquake this night, and my kids ended up sleeping in my bed for about an hour and a half because they couldn't sleep. There's my migraines and reducing my schedule. Another aftershock. And then my daughter goes to school. My husband works for a school district that's outside of Salt Lake County. So she goes to school at his district, and the teachers did a parade for their students on this day. So we parked in front of his school and sat there and waved and did posters, and my daughter was in heaven. It was so cute. She really missed her teacher and her classmates. Thunderstorm. And then we went to see my in-laws. They're in the same county we are, so we were able to go visit them. My little boy decided the wheelbarrow made a great swimming pool. We did chalk art on our walk that day. My daughter decided on that day. We painted rocks. See, rough day. And then my husband would take me shopping. He takes my car every morning just so we can only drive one car. So he took me shopping this day. More doldrums. My daughter lost a tooth. That's her second tooth that she lost. She's very excited. Okay, I think my camera stopped filming, so anyway, daughter lost her second tooth and her basement flooded. Yay! Not cool. And then, so on the 30th, the Air Force at Hill Air Force Base did a flyby over the whole valley and into southern Utah. So that was this. And then this is May's habit tracker. Weather, and I started doing doodles instead of stickers. Sleep, self-care, and gratitude. And then on May 1st, I made masks for my kids. My son had these shorts that he loved. They have dinosaurs on them, or they were pants, and they had big holes in the knees. So I cut them off for shorts and then used the extra fabric to make him a mask. And then I did just a fun, colorful one for my daughter. Wasn't in the mood to write much that day. We went on a walk and saw the ducks. There's a canal behind our house, so we went and saw the ducks. I use tissue paper and I cover up the quote in Japanese and put down my own. And so I ordered a variety pack of colors. It was fun to get Happy Meal that day. It doesn't add a lot of bulk, so I really like it. Mother's Day was the first day I'd seen my mother in 2 months. And she came for a visit. It was really nice to see her and my dad. That was really cool. Finally went and got my hair done. It was awesome. Migraine. our neighbors were cleaning out their kids' stuff and they had a bike and gave that to my son. He was really excited. And my daughter has started writing me notes on Post-its. So she's just finished first grade, and this is what it says is roses are red, violets are blue, sugar is sweet, and so are you. So I just keep sticking them in my planner. Make sure you're still in frame. You are. My husband put a drinking fountain in our back garden. The kids love it. Dirty prints on my bathroom floor. Still trying to get this picture. They did a preschool farewell and I still haven't gotten that one. Bike ride. Still in the doldrums. Struggling. Last day of school. Not. So they told us that the 22nd of May would be the last day of school. What they didn't tell us was that it was the last day of academic. And then they had a whole other week of just fun stuff for the kids to do so they could catch up. And my daughter was all caught up. So that was her last day of school. My daughter's obsessed with Descendants 2, Evie. Her colors are blue, red, black, and silver. So I did a chainmail bracelet for my daughter, and it totally killed my shoulder. You know, the pliers, and yeah, that was fun. Some robin parents made a nest on our back porch, and we got to watch the babies grow up. That was really fun. Backyard picnic. Our friends came over and we had dinner together and the kids played in the backyard. Oh, this was funny. My little boy, we were at my in-laws' house, his grandparents, and they gave him a sucker, and on the way home he fell asleep and he just kind of, his head rolled to the side and he'd take the sucker and he'd put it up to his mouth and not quite make it. And just kept doing that. It was really funny to watch. This month's habit tracker, weather and sleep, and self-care, mood, gratitude. And I love this ink. It is a teal color with silver, but in my Pilot Pereira it clogs up the nib, and so it doesn't want to write. So I get I'm filming this on my phone and it keeps stopping the recording, but I was explaining that this ink, it clogs up the nib on my pen, and so I get a great day and then not so great day. And I decided to add some dark blue, but that didn't work. We got to go see the dentist this day. They've been closed, and so this was the first time we could get in. And my daughter had a play date with her best friend from school. Crazy weather. We had hail that day. I love gloomy, cloudy days. They are my favorite. They just make me happy. This is a clematis from our yard. My husband brought that in for me. I'm trying to get my kids clean their room. Yeah, that was a bust. More notes from my daughter. Playing outside. Another note. Got to go back to church on June 14th. That was really cool. We were only there for about half an hour. Very short service, but it was nice to see everybody. My mom came to say hi. Finally had her birthday present. Only took 3 weeks to get there. This is when my daughter slept over at her grandmother's house. Got so much done that day. It was so cool. And camping. Got to use our little camper trailer that we inherited from our neighbors that moved. That was really fun. Babysat my best friend's little boy and her kids Monday. Okay, this is fun. So my daughter has been practicing cursive, and I'm going to zoom in so that you can see this. But I used to do the same thing, and it's just scribbles. And she's practicing cursive, and it's so cute. So I had to put that in there. little bit of anxiety on Wednesday. Okay, so this is where I switched out my pen. So I moved into this TWSBI Eco. It has a medium nib, and holy cow, it writes amazing. And so I think I'm going to stay with this pen for a little while. I went running for the first time since my accident last year. Raspberries are coming in. My husband got bees. So we have bees in our backyard now. So cool, honeybees. And then here is today. So there is my flip through for my Hobonichi since I talked to you guys last. I'm hoping to get back into filming videos for the month of July, and I hope that everything is going okay with everybody and that you're all staying safe